I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a. Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is he gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding. I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Uh-oh, pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give him the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
So you gon' ride.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. One of these two teams will be right back here in 2 weeks' time. Who will it be? Well, we'll see. Off we go in the AFC title game.
On 2. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
1-1, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Mixon. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, the ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
11, Thomas.
They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Gotta go.
Another try for Mixon. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
Here we go.
But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
12. 11 MT. 11. 11 mighty. Stop.
3rd and goal. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Gotw and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, come on.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
11 MT, hey, Don.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Raekwon Davis able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's pulled in at the 32. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jalen Phillips buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mixon with a first down carry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
Here we go. And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua going to change the play. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's A-Chain. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with A-Chain. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Kroft. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage. And it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
On second down, Burrow. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, an 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And down he'll go at the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're not going to afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some...
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This 2nd and 4.
Thomas. 12.
Burrow will throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot into the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Tua going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
Tua now on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got a man. It's Robbie Chosen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man downfield is Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football.
Never leave the house.